Can I say this?
I don't know.
This will be the first, the first public place I'm saying this, but so my plans are moving. So I started playing rugby when I was 3 years old. So not obviously like tackling and all that, but I started kicking.
Oh, that seems insane.
Yeah, and then the Instagram page I started a year ago. So I was literally at my grandma's house, and me and my mate had a conversation, and he said start the Insta, and then this lockdown it's just shot up. So
That's class, mate. So have you played any other sports? Because your kicking's pretty insane. I saw on your story earlier a post about Ronaldo. Do you play football at all?
I used to play football, had to give it up.
Fair sacrifice.
You always kind of done your kicking off? Like, have you always done kicking off tees like from a young age, or did you only really start when that came into your game when you got older?
Yeah. So I used to kick off. You know those football codes that you get like at training. So I used to kick. I used to kick off those, but now obviously now that I know what a tee is, so I just kick off there now.
The backspin on those cones.
Oh, yeah, it's mad.
Yeah. So you're from Farnborough, is that right?
Yeah.
From the south. Right. So, who do you play for then? What club?
So I play for Farnborough now. I used to play for London Irish and Hampshire, but
Really?
that didn't work out.
I mean, you've always got another chance. You're only 16. That's right. Yeah. So you've heard about the England situation. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Like, I like the Canterbury. I like the kit, so I don't really have an opinion.
I mean, it's just bro.
Yeah. As long as it makes us not lose to South Africa this time.
Hopefully, yeah.
I was just going to ask about, I think you've already spoke about the kit, haven't you, with Umbro?
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Talking a bit more about that, though. If you look at the kits in the past with the blue, come on, where's the blue in England?
I don't know if they will put one in this time, though, because there's just not really any blue in it. It's just the previous kits, so I don't know if they will or not.
All the kits are bland.
I wouldn't really associate Umbro with rugby.
That's more football brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're dying out in football now as well. No one uses Umbro. I think the only one left is Carlisle or something like that in the top few English leagues. Are there any Umbro sponsored rugby teams that I don't know of?
Not that I know.
School rugby, right, and how it's not as big in England as it is in South Africa and Australia.
Yeah.
And this lad's got in contact with some decent blokes. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
I mean, you know from the series, Hayden?
Yeah.
Who's it? Oh, I'm going to get his... Can you send me his Instagram quick, yeah?
Yeah, I'll send it to you now, mate.
Yeah, that's class. I mean, in fact, the season reflects Australian rugby really sick. But
so sick.
That's insane, bro. Jack Howard. He's in contact with this fella. Yeah, that should do one for English schools, I'd say.
Yeah.
Sedberg. Or also in Ireland, they've got Blackrock.
They've done Leicester.
Have they?
To be fair, they did Leicester Tigers.
I haven't seen it either.
I should have a look at that.
They did the Leicester Tigers one.
Oh wait, is that the under 21s to under 16s Leicester one? They did all the
I think it might have been. I don't know. It was just their academy. Don't know what age.
No, that was a decent series, I reckon. It's not as good as the Australian one.
No, Australia was so good.
Australia top 10.
Schoolboy rugby in Australia and South Africa is just massive.
I feel like
New Zealand as well.
If we had more attention on rugby in England, like with the series and all that, a lot more people want to play it. A lot more.
I think so.
Come through.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the success of like Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. It's all stemmed from the hype around rugby, their national sport.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be so much better. But we've still got a decent fan base in England. That's all that matters, really.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, have your school got into any tournaments at all?
No, so my school only done a So we had 3 local schools. We just play friendlies against them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what we do. To be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, do you get much of a crowd, or is it just like the school football matches and whatnot?
Yeah, like the school football matches.
Yeah. I mean, it's expected.
Yeah.
I mean, we get the odd charity match where we get a few people watching. How you doing at school? What was that?
We'll just have, obviously, with the school I'm at, we've got our houses and we have like house competitions and they're quite big, and we'll get a crowd at some of them. But with the younger games, you don't, like, unless you're first team, you're not really getting much of a crowd at your games.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, it's nothing compared to Nudgee. I looked at the Irish schoolboy rugby in Leinster. 20,000 people in the crowd.
Jeez.
Like, come on. That's more than some Prem teams.
That's sick.
That is actually class. But Hayden, did you miss the part about the World Cup final or any of that?
kind of hear it. I mean, I gotta be honest, I think when we kind of lost the World Cup was when Kyle Sinclair went off, really.
I agree.
I think we conceded a lot less scrum penalties with Kyle Sinclair on the pitch.
Unpopular opinion, I don't rate him.
Do you not?
Nah, I don't know why. It's just one of them. I mean, Dan Cole's not going to do much better, but
no, I think he'd have been a lot better to have on Dan Cole's, and we'd have had less scrum penalties with Kyle Sinclair on the pitch. Is what I think, to be honest.
I agree.
I mean, everyone seemed too tense. I thought fouls, loose passing. I don't know what Ben Youngs was doing. Just out of it. I mean, they sort of gave up after 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just pointless.
But Cheslin and Kobe at the end.
Oh, it hurt me thinking a bit about that. It really did.
It was a step. Farrell could have got him. That's the thing.
Oh, he's just too good. He's not human.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be announced Player of the Year next year once everything starts getting going.
100%.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about Kalen Ponga then? From man, he's a league player who might be coming to Union. I'd say he's got a better step than Colby.
Is it the video from when he's in his own try line?
Yes.
And then his steps. That's the same.
He does that Quade Cooper step.
Yeah.
Oh, Quade Cooper's been doing mad on Instagram as well. Have you seen his videos?
See the video today?
Yeah. That can't be real.
Nah, it isn't.
You sure? I don't know. Guess we'll never know. Unless he drops
Quite Cooper though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sick. It's too sick.
That crossfield pass. Does he play NFL or something now? Or Aussie football?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. He's just started picking up an NFL ball and everyone's confused.
Yeah.
But that crossfield pass backwards, I don't know how he does it.
Insane.
Yeah. What about your sponsorship kind of with my rugby club? How did that happen?
I got the shot on now, to be fair.
Repping it. How did that happen then? Go
on. So, I don't know, they just started following me.
Pretty bad. So, you said you were going to start your own podcast on your story. Yeah. I would give you a look at that. What are you thinking about that then?
So, I already got a few contacts.
Yeah. So, is he one of them?
Yeah,
maybe. I'm pushing for it, but...
if you manage to get him on, you're sorted.
Sorted. I got someone. It's called Kian Manders.
Wait, hold on. Is it the same guy that I had in my team? Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it's your team of the season, professional player for the Sharks.
Oh, Kim Eden. Oh my. Yeah. Oh, I should reach out. I was going to reach out to him, but I was like, okay, he's got too many followers. He won't bother.
He literally said. I sent him a message and he said, count me in. So.
Oh, what a guy. Oh, you're sorted then. You said about making your own app as well. What are you thinking with that?
Oh, right.
I'm exposing you now. This is what a podcast's about.
So, obviously, you know how trick shots they can do for all different sports?
Oh.
So,
no hockey. Not hockey.
No. But I was thinking if I put an app, not ripping off Insta, but you can create your own account with your trick shots, And
that'd be so sick.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea, to be fair.
And then you can either go in as like a guest or a trick shotter. So the guest can rate a trick shot out of 5, and then whoever gets the most ratings can have like on a trick shot of the year, and it'll be like a leaderboard.
Trick shot, okay.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So, do you know how you're going to set this up at all?
Not at all. So my uncle got an app on the App Store for something completely different. So I'm just going to talk to him about it.
That's a class idea, though. When that gets set up, honestly, let us know.
Yeah, I will.
We're going to sort something out with that. So, have you got any other plans with rugby in the future? And now, have you left school now after year 11?
So I'm going into year 12.
Right. So going 6th form.
Yeah.
So what are your plans with rugby then?
Can I say this? This will be the first public place I'm saying this, but so my plans are I'm trying to move to the USA.
Yeah.
No.
What are you kind of plans over there then?
So my plans are to go to university there, and you know the MOR, so the Major League in America.
Yeah.
So they've just opened a draft. So like the NFL, anyone can go and anyone can try out.
So you're going for like one of those sporting scholarships or something like that?
Yeah, so I'm going to try and get a full sporting scholarship and then try and get a draft, and then who knows, mate.
Well, I saw those sponsored on Instagram. I didn't know how dodgy they were, but it seems legit. That is a sick idea.
Yeah, so I've got a couple of emails from different universities already.
So you say the NFL draft?
Yeah, not NFL draft, but it's like
you know what I mean. Yeah, American football. It's just not. It's not what we know of. Yeah,
no,
they're all aliens. But so, have you ever played anything to do with like American football? Right.
Not really, but all I know is if you're the kicker, you can stay off, go on to take the kick, and then go off again.
Oh, you sorted.
Yeah.
At least you know how to kick, and then it's all good.
Yeah, so I've got 2 options for America, but definitely my plans are, I think I'm going over next year to do a rugby camp, and then the year after, hopefully, I'll be moving to America.
Oh. Like, people need to watch out for this because that would be insane.
I can't believe I said that on the podcast.
That's what podcasts are about, exposing yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get my head around this. You plan on moving to America? When you said you were going to move, I was thinking Ireland, Australia, maybe somewhere with more
going big.
It's going big to America.
Yeah.
I mean, with the rugby, it's not as competitive there, so there is like a back way in.
Yeah.
To get in a professional contract. That is a solid idea, though.
Yeah, I know. Especially with the universities. So all you need to do is literally just email. So I've got a couple of accounts that follow my Insta.
Right.
So I just DM'd them and emailed the coach, and other coaches are in contact.
You're in contact with flipping everyone now. Jeez. You know people.
Yeah.
That's what you need when it comes to rugby, I guess. You just need a bit you need to know people. That's a modern day.
Yeah.
So you played in an academy for a bit, right?
Yeah, so I played for, I think, 2 years. I didn't represent them because I started when I was 13 and I got kicked when I was 15.
Only last year then?
Yeah.
Oh, so what was the training like then? Was it intense as it showed? Like,
yeah. Yeah, well, you couldn't really, you couldn't walk anywhere. You had to jog everywhere. Even to the coach, if you got caught walking, you would go for runs and stuff.
That's just cruelty. So, where were you at again?
I was at London Irish.
Oh, right.
Would you say that improved you quite a lot though? Would you say that was where a lot of how you are today came from in rugby?
Yeah, I think so because it was more because you know when you're playing grassroots rugby, the level's not. There's some people that are really bad and some people that are top tier, and it's just mixed. When you're playing academy, everyone's very, very good. So I had to up my game. I had a few good moments, but then I couldn't really consistently put it up there.
Yeah,
and that's why they let me go.
I mean, have you always been a fly-half then, or?
I've always been a fly-half. I had a year playing fullback, And I figured out I don't have the pace for it, so
I'll take that as a slight compliment, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing wrong with number 10. Your kicking's insane.
10's
What are your
big.
drop kicks like then? Just as good.
Ooh, drop kicking from kickoff is I'm not very good. I can't say that. It's all right. But
big yourself up as much as you want.
Nah. But drop kicks from at the goal, I don't really practice it.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not like you have to do clearance kicks really anymore.
Nah.
Not being a fullback. So you've only played in those two positions.
Yeah.
Do you think if you played in any other position, that would help you improve more in your rugby?
I think if I had a year at inside centre, then that would make me understand fly half more. So the lines have to make and stuff.
Yeah. So we all know that your kicking's insane. All right. So what other part of your game do you reckon you would need to improve on? Oh wait, to be honest, your tackling can't be that bad. There's a picture of you here murking a guy.
Nah, yeah. Funny story that. So that guy is my cousin's mate. Because I'm 16, so I was playing under 16s, and I had to. So I got moved up to the Colts, which is 2 years above me.
Right.
So that guy there is the British judo champion.
I'm surprised you're here.
Nah, he should have flattered me, I think.
He should have, but obviously, as the other picture says,
Nah, it's cool.
you